Hey guys, I'm Kyle. Welcome back to another video. So we're back working on a ZR2 again today. This is gonna be a pretty cool project. This guy, Brian here, is buying the rock sliders that I had on my truck before I sold it. But as you'll notice, he has an extended cab. So we are going to take his sliders off, figure out what brackets need to be moved, cut them off, re-weld them on, and get the sliders to fit the extended cab. Should be pretty easy, but let's see how it goes. All right, guys, so we got the slider mocked up under here to see what was going to line up and what wasn't. And the rear bracket, definitely, we thought the rear bracket was going to be the only thing that needs to move, and it definitely does. But to our surprise, this third bracket needs to move as well, about 2 inches. Our front is all lined up with the front body bolt and the front 2 body mounts. And so you can see here, this third one is about 2 inches off of where it needs to be. So that one would have to be cut off and moved. But the real problem here is these sliders get a lot of their strength from these body mounts. And Chevy did not put a body mount coming off of the frame in this location where they did on the crew cab. So we have the one heavy duty body mount up there, but where it was going to use a second really strong body bolt mount, I should be saying, not the body mounts here, but the mount that bolts to the frame pretty much doesn't exist. So we would have to fabricate a bracket to use that bolt, and it would be a different shaped bracket. So that would be a lot of labor to get this slider to work, and we are not going to do it. So, yeah, unfortunate. All right, so the day was not totally a waste. I still had this 589 bed mount panel, and he was interested in it. So the question was going to be if we can get his bed cover to work with the 589 panel. So check it out. So he has the style bed rail that clamps to the pickup bed, or the inside of that rail, the same rail that the 589 panel uses. So obviously this clamp takes up the same space that the panel does, so there had to be some retrofitting to get it to work. Luckily, the thickness of the panel being behind the rail did not affect it much, and the bolts actually use the same thread. So if you can see what we did here, we were able to replace one of 589's bolts with the clamp that came with his cover. So this worked out really well. And tailgate closes, he has the tri-fold cover. And with everything closed, the difference is noticeable, but just barely. So you can see that rubber piece just barely makes contact with that, and that cover is just, I don't know, very fraction of an inch, 1/16 or an eighth of an inch off the tailgate. So then on this side, we have a gap of about an eighth of an inch there, where this rubber just doesn't quite touch, really close. And this gap on the tailgate, again, is just slightly larger from having that panel in there. But with driving it in the rain, water is mostly running off the back, off the tailgate, and it should serve the same purpose of keeping all the water out of the bed that it did without the 589 panel there. So glad that worked out for him, and yeah, we'll find someone else for the sliders. Thanks for checking out this video, guys. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Stay tuned for the next one. And yeah, I had fun getting under a ZR2 again. Unfortunately, that was more work than we were ready for to make those fit. But yeah, now you guys know there's more than one thing that doesn't line up with sliders from the crew cab to the extended cab. So stay tuned for the next video. Catch you guys later.